the economic stimulus that didn't stimulate anything except federal spending and borrowing. That's what I'd like to talk about today. Today is the 5th anniversary of the most benighted federal policy imaginable, the economic stimulus with which Obama began his presidency. $800 billion of essentially useless federal spending that accomplished almost nothing and really wasn't intended to accomplish anything. The goal was to spend money as fast as they possibly could. And the only lasting effect was a large number of Americans became addicted to entitlements, particularly food stamps that were dramatically expanded under the stimulus program. But all of the capital projects, which were supposed to be $500 billion of the $800 billion, $300 billion was just welfare payments, food stamps and such. All of that spending happened, didn't take it in a year, it took 2 or 3 years, and accomplished absolutely nothing. In 2010, we generated 200,000 jobs a month. In 11, we generated 200,000 jobs a month. In 12, we generated 200,000 jobs a month. And in 13, we generated 200,000 jobs a month. That is a flat line. When that happens in an operating room, it means the patient's dead. And 200,000 jobs a month is not nearly enough to make up for population growth. We have not even returned to the same level we were at the end of the recession. In 2008, after the recession that began in 7 and theoretically ended at 8 with huge job loss, we haven't even returned to that level of jobs. We have not even regained the jobs we lost during the economic downturn, much less added new jobs for the 30 million additional Americans who have joined our country since then. The only reason that the unemployment rate is in any way not huge, and in fact declining, is that Obama has persuaded people to leave the labor force. And that is the true legacy of Obama's policies. $1 trillion in debt is something we're going to have to pay off over our lifetimes and struggle under. When interest rates rise, it's going to become even more onerous. But the real legacy of the Obama policy of stimulus and entitlement expansion is that he is replacing an employment economy with an entitlement economy. He's taking Americans from worrying about a job to worrying about getting a check from the government. There are now 92 million Americans that are not in the labor force, compared to 125 million who are in the labor force. The number not in the labor force has grown by more than 10 million since Obama became president. And we're becoming a nation that really doesn't much care whether the economy is in good shape or not. We just want to get our check in the mail. We're becoming a country that doesn't participate in the labor force, doesn't work, doesn't pay taxes, 53% pay no taxes, and gets checks from the government. Over half of us do. A completely different country from the one Obama inherited. And that process began with this benighted, useless, ineffective orgy of federal spending and patronage called the stimulus package. Thanks for watching.